Hey, so lately I've been riding the my beta cross trainer a lot, and this poor beauty has gotten not much love. So we can go for a little quick ride on this. All right, so we're gonna take her for a quick run up and over. Before it starts to rain, it looks like that's gonna happen any time. Yeah. It's actually pretty warm out here. It's like 56 degrees, but it just looks so dang ugly. Makes you think, ooh. So for all of you ladies out there who are trying to improve your skills, your dirt bike skills, and you're not quite sure how to do it, get one of these. I kid you not. Nothing will teach you balance quite like a trials bike. And it's a good workout. So being up on the pegs the whole time, because of course you don't have any other choice in the matter on these things. Well, I mean, you do, I guess. But it's uncomfortable and it looks ungainly. So if you haven't tried a trials bike, oh man, if you ever get the opportunity, do. Just for a great practice bike. I think, and I'm hesitant to say I'm a beginner rider because, honestly, I've ridden most of my life in one way or another, but I took a long time off. Many years while I was raising kids. And so it really put me right back at square one. So the interesting thing is, though, that I started riding dirt bikes again. I rode street bikes for a while and was okay with that and dual sports, and I had a couple BMWs. But I never really seemed to progress much. And I spent more time on pavement than off. And then we moved to Missouri. We got, we took my little old DRZ 125 out and played on some trails with it. And really, I was having a great time on that. And then my husband surprised me with a brand new KX 100, and that was a lot of fun and a great step up from my little DRZ. Actually, it was a ton of fun, and I came a long way with that, I think. But then, and I wouldn't say that I was in some kind of a plateau. Even then, I was not. I still had a lot of room to travel in my abilities. But if there's one thing I think helped me progress my skills faster and better than anything, it's this little trials bike. So as you can see right now, I'm just on the trails. I'm not doing any trials kind of stuff. Just on the trails. The worst thing about the trials bike on the trails is it's got this tiny little peanut tank, and it gets notoriously bad gas mileage. So, a couple trips and you gotta go refill. But that's okay too, because I'm just kind of messing around today, trying to get a little something in before the rain starts. Kind of interesting too, because we had a couple of, this is 2 days after Christmas. We had Christmas Day and the day before were extremely cold. Well, extreme to me, like 15 degrees or something. And maybe a little warmer than that. And we got quite cold overnight. Clear but cold, and our small lake froze over. So anyway, so our lake froze over, and so did the ground, actually. The ground froze over, too. And then we had a little bit of rain, I guess. And so the ground was a little moist, just a little moist. Perfect. We're like, yeah, this is perfect. But in truth, it was still frozen underneath. And so the leaves on top made it kind of slippery, but then there was a frozen layer that was turning into mud underneath. And that kind of added to things a little bit. So it was a little slippery. And it seemed like every corner you went around, you'd slide. It was kind of fun. And I'm noticing today that the trail's a little, you can tell. You can tell there's kind of slide marks all over the trail from riding it yesterday. So for anybody who wants to really progress your trail skills, get a trials bike. Guaranteed to have a ton of fun, and your balance and the way you move and the way you handle the trails will come a long way quickly. It's quite amazing, which is actually the whole reason I got the bike in the first place. And then we went to a few trials events and stuff and kind of had fun with that. And I toyed with the idea of maybe competing a little bit, which was going to take a whole lot of practice to get to that point. But, I could compete as a beginner, which is, of course, what I am. So we have a new trail. Robert's been working on this new trail. He's out there with his RC car today, playing on it. So we should see him in a bit, out here somewhere. We're going to try the new trail. So I don't know if I may have taken my trials bike on it. Oh yeah, I did. I think I took my trials bike on it once or twice. It's a challenging little tight twisty trail, which is what he likes to build. The trail we were just on was the first one he built once we got here. And it's the easy one. It's the one that we take all of our newbies on. And the one that I practice on when I'm just kind of warming up. It's a fun trail though. Even though it's not that difficult, it's a fun trail. So the other thing, trials bike is an amazing workout. You want to work your core and your legs? Get a trials bike. Your body will thank you. Okay, so this is the new trail. Robert has named it the Naked Pygmy Trail. I'm not sure what I think of the name, but that's okay. Doesn't really matter, right? Okay, so now he's blocked off this section here, which is forcing us into this other section. I haven't taken my trials bike on this section yet, so we'll see. The beauty of trials bikes is that you can slow down, and that's really it. So it's not one of, I can't really see where that, it goes right through there, I think. Getting a little lost on these trails here. Beauty of the trials bike is, maybe not. Maybe I got this, oh yeah, this part. Alright. This part. Okay, well, I'm not really lined up on it good. Totally pussed out on that deal. I should have just rode it, but I did not. So the beauty of the trials bike, you're going around something and it's a little sketchy or a little tight or something, just slow down. That's all. Because you can come almost to a stop on these things. And even uphill. They'll just climb up, that's all. Just climb up. And this guy right here is a little challenging because my handlebars are fairly wide on this bike. Alright. So we're gonna kind of come down through here. Wussy way. Okay. So yeah, so this is really the kind of beauty is that if there's something you can't quite seem to do, just slow down or come to a near stop and you'll work your way through it. So this one is a challenging thing for me when I'm on my dirt bike. Let's see right there. Just balance, counterbalance, slow down, and work your way through. The cool thing is that the more I do it on this bike, the more I'm able to do it on my other bikes. All right. Once again, these bar bangers here. And I just started on this trail, so I'm not very good. Well, like I said, I think this is the second time I've had the trials bike on it. But I expect a couple more runs and I should be able to go without ever dabbing. I'm just saying something because I dab a lot. I'm not a great rider. Okay, this is another one that's been really tough for me. But look at that. Perfect. We're going to go right around the top of that deal. And this one's tough too. Let's see if we can do this. Perfect. All right. Ah! I dabbed. Ah! Trying not to bang my bars. Really, I just need to be looking ahead, not worrying about what's in front of the bars. Seriously. Alright. Yeah. Alright, I don't know about this. Whoa. This spot is really tight here. Should just rode it out, I would have done it. Well, except I just hit my peg. Alright, now this hill here is a little bit of a challenge. But not too bad. Alright. Let's go this way. Alright. Alright, we'll take it on the original single track. I'm gonna go down a gear. So yeah, this really these trials bikes really cause you to work with balance and to use your weight in different directions to keep you afloat. And that's kind of the beauty of it all. This is like a foot deep in leaves here, and you can't see what's down there. And truthfully, it's a whole bunch of rocks and things. Ah, shit. All right, let's see. Get up out of there. Thought I was gonna die. It's been doing that lately, which I don't care for. And usually it's up on some hill or something when it does, and usually a less than ideal situation is usually where it dies. And downshift a little. Alright. 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 We'll go with one nice thing about riding when it's really overcast like this, you don't have the sun interfering with what you're seeing. So that's always kind of a bonus, especially when it's not cold. And even so, even if it were cold though, I'd be getting warm quick doing this. Alright, so once again, we got about a foot deep in leaves, so we can't really see what we're going over. As you can see, we now and again you get kicked around. Alright. Yeah, seriously, you cannot see what you're doing here. The fortunate thing is with the trials bike is that yeah, you can go slow and you got enough torque to pretty much get you up hills and over, good sized rocks and things. You won't really feel them too much. I mean, you'll feel that it's there, but it's not enough to throw you around as long as you kind of, stay loose with your hands and your arms and you don't try to do a death grip on your handlebars.